It is time now for our Sunrise Smart Start.
A third night of protesting in downtown Rochester last night over the grand jury's decision not to indict any officers involved in the Daniel Prude case. The group gathering on Jefferson Avenue to discuss Daniel's Law and pay tribute with chalk drawings. Activists are also calling for reform in the criminal justice system.
Members of the Rochester Police Accountability Board believe they should have the power to discipline officers. In a meeting last night, many expressed frustration with the legal ruling, which only allows the board to review policies and craft recommendations for police reform. The board says they are watching closely how police respond to protests in the wake of the grand jury decision in the Prude case.
Happening today, a memorial service will be held to honor the 3 National Guard soldiers who died last month in Mendon. 54-year-old Stephen Skoda of Rochester, 39-year-old Christian Koch of Honeoye Falls, and 30-year-old Daniel Prile of Rochester were all killed when their helicopter crashed while on a routine training mission. The service is scheduled to take place at 2 p.m. at the Frederick Douglass Greater Rochester International Airport. It is not open to the public. Well, the Rochester Museum and Science Center is featuring stories of more than 200 women. The exhibit highlighting Women's History Month coming up in March.
Eriquetta Cost is live in Rochester with more on this great exhibit. Eriquetta, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Well, we took you here a month ago, but there's so much to explore. We just had to come back. We're looking ahead, as you mentioned, to Women's History Month. So these are change makers of the world, past and present and local, living in Rochester. These are visionaries, trailblazers, advocating for human rights, women's rights. Many local women, as I mentioned, we just spoke to one, Wanda Martinez John Cox. She's actually featured as a change maker, and her daughter is also in one of the exhibits in a hologram that will be coming next weekend. And we just spoke to her. She advocates for LGBTQ and veteran rights. She also contributed work here. So part of the theme for the exhibit is seeing yourself in the changemakers you're viewing, and that's why Wanda is so excited to see her daughter in that hologram, as I mentioned, next weekend. Another thing you can check out is the flight simulator I'm currently in that shines light on women pilots of past and present. So this is a limited time exhibit again, so make sure you get in before May 16th when it ends. And next weekend, as I mentioned, is that hologram that shows Wanda's daughter, so make sure you check that out to kick off your Women's History Month. Back to you.
All right, a lot to see there. Eriquetta, thank you so much for that.
You know, you see that airplane, you think maybe not a bad day on this Friday to get up in the skies and get a view of things down there. It's going to be nice out, Josh. A lot of sunshine.
Nearly unlimited visibility, I think, during the course of the afternoon. A lot of blue sky. Clear sailing for sure. And right now, just a few clouds as the sun prepares to come up. It's going to be a gorgeous sunrise. Already some beautiful color at the port this morning at 6:51 a.m. We are at 27 degrees in Greece. Good morning to you in Canisius. You're at 23. Good morning, Livonia. You're at 25. Satellite tells the story. Clouds are exiting to our east, clearing coming in from the west. So the makings are there for some of the nicest February weather we've had on a Friday in a while, with highs in the low 40s. And a good supply of sun. Let's see what's happening on the roads right now. We'll get a check of that sunrise traffic with Austin Scott.
Good morning. 390, 590, and 104 all look like they're up to speed right now, but there is an accident on 490 East at 441. That's 490 East at Linden Ave, and that is causing some slowdown, so consider an alternate route. From the Warm 101.3 Traffic Center, I'm Austin Scott. Back to you.
All right, Austin, thank you so much for that. Well, the House of Representatives is set to vote on a $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package today.
Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has more.
The ruling by the Senate parliamentarian yesterday dealt a major blow to Democrats' efforts of raising the federal minimum wage. This is President Biden's first major piece of legislation gets its first vote today.
I hope Congress passes the American Rescue Plan.
Today, the House is set to vote on President Biden's relief plan that would provide millions of people with $1,400 stimulus checks.
The need is great, the opportunity is there, and the precision of this legislation to directly address the needs of the American people.
The bill also contains billions of dollars for vaccines, schools, plus state and local government funding.
It's what this country needs, and I salute the president for recognizing those needs.
People are getting hurt everywhere. Local governments are not exempt from the problem, and we ought to be able to provide them the help they need.
Republican lawmakers are united in their opposition of the bill, saying it's too expensive and not targeted enough at the people and businesses that need help the most.
I think you're going to see almost every single Republican vote against that bill.
Special interest pork.
There's a lot of pork in there.
When you look at what's in the package, it's a bunch of giveaways to special interests that have nothing to do with COVID.
However, President Biden remains hopeful his $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan will make it to his desk. President Biden, a supporter of the $15 minimum wage increase, says he was disappointed in the outcome of the ruling, but respects the decision. In Washington, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
All right, Rashad, thank you. Elsewhere, the U.S. launching airstrikes in Syria Thursday, targeting facilities near the Iraqi border used by Iranian-backed militia groups. According to the Pentagon, the airstrikes were a response to a rocket attack by those groups, which killed a civilian contractor and wounded multiple U.S. soldiers earlier in the month. The strikes were the first military action undertaken by the Biden administration. Time now for a check of the GRE Morning Business Report.
Yeah, more Victoria's Secret locations are closing for good. According to parent company L Brands, another 30 to 50 stores will be shut down this year. The company says it also plans to open nearly 50 new Bath and Body Works stores, almost all outside of malls.
Well, Best Buy announcing it's laid off 5,000 full-time workers this month. Even though sales are up during the pandemic, the company says the cuts are because people are buying more things online instead of in stores.
Well, there is no Mr. and Mr. Potato Head anymore. The toy maker Hasbro announcing on Thursday it's nixing the proper noun to let kids create all types of families. The name was changed to Potato Heads that apply to Mr., Mrs., and their children. Toys with the new branding will hit store shelves in the fall.
Quick look at news from around the state on this Friday. Governor Cuomo announcing a new tool to help fight unemployment fraud.
The Department of Labor says using ID.me will also speed up claims processing to give out benefits more efficiently, that is. Since the pandemic began in March, the DOL says it has found over 521,000 fraudulent claims.
How about that? All right. Hey, Josh, a perfect way to end this week at the end of February.
A good supply of sunshine in store here for you Friday with temperatures into the low 40s, at least in many spots. A little bit of a lake breeze will set up into the afternoon. It'll actually drop the temperature back into the latter part of the afternoon into the 30s near the water's edge of Lake Ontario. Beautiful shot here of our fair flower city this morning as the sky clears nicely. There are just a few flurries flying east of Lake Ontario, and as we look back to the west, a lot of clear sky there as well. So that sets the stage for some of the finest February Friday weather that we have seen, with highs into the low 40s and again lots of sun. Grab the shades, heading out the door.
All right, good to see the sunshine. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update coming up in about 25 minutes. CBS This Morning is up next. Be safe and have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and our apps for both news and weather.